Don't forget to follow the Meticulous Manicurist on your social media sites. Remember to subscribe for a new video every Tuesday. Hi everyone, thanks for joining me today. I'm Lori Halloway of the Meticulous Manicurist Nail Tutorials, and this segment I call Nail Tech Talks, and today we're going to talk about client retention. I'm going to share with you the real secret why clients decide to come back to you. And if you figure out these things that I'm going to talk about, you're going to build a clientele very quickly. After I talk about that, we're going to go over 3 major concerns clients have in their decision process to find a new salon, find a new nail technician, and then we're going to talk about how you can end your career very quickly. The true secret to building your clientele quickly, you have to understand what people are looking for. There are lots of reasons why clients come into the salon. One, they just want their nails to look fabulous and they're looking for someone to make that happen. 2, they're looking for a friend. They just need somebody to talk to. And if you might fill that void for them. So you need to be nice, polite, accommodating, and even if your work isn't like at its perfect level yet, that person is still going to come back and give you another chance because you were kind. Some people are just looking for somebody to listen to them. So be a good listener. When a client comes into the salon, it is not all about you. You should not be taking over the conversation with everything about you. You need to be talking about them. Some people are just looking for someone to relate to, someone to have something in common with, to share stories with, to have banter, back and forth conversation. And some people are just bored. They are just wanting to get out of the house, go do something, treat themselves, do something fun, and they're coming into the salon because they know salons are generally fun atmospheres. So out of all of those statements, it's up to you to decide when a client comes in and sits in your chair, which of these things is this person looking for, and can you fill that need? Being a nail technician is more than just doing nails. You are a public servant. You must meet the needs of the client in order to build a relationship with them. You need to treat the clients not as dollar signs, like they're part of your family. And if you can master this, you're going to build a clientele very quickly. And if you can build a relationship with the clients, it's going to become much more than just beautiful nails. And that's how you're going to earn their trust, earn their credibility, and they'll be back over and over and over again. I have clients that I've been doing for 20 years, 22 years, long time. My client is full of regular clients. I don't have to be constantly looking, for that new person to walk in the door because I've built these relationships over the years. So I'm going to talk about 3 major concerns that clients have when they're making their decision to find a nail technician or to come into a salon to have this service done. And I want to talk to you about one thing all 3 of these things have in common, and it is time. Time is very valuable to people. So if you aren't meeting the needs of these 3 sections of time, they're going to look for a new salon. The 3 major concerns of a client and whether they're going to decide to come back to you are the service rendered, your personal image, and the salon image. So the first concern is services rendered. And under services rendered, there are 4 other criteria. One is your timing. 2 is the quality of your work. 3 is a fair price. And 4, did you give a little extra? So let's talk about timing. You have to make sure your services are consistent and you have to run on time. You can't give somebody a manicure that takes 45 minutes the first time, and then the second time they come in, you get them in and out of the door in 25 minutes. They need to know what they're paying for. They're evaluating this whole service and is it meeting their needs. So you need to be consistent. They need to know what to expect every single time, and this is all going to help you stay on time for your next client. You have to have a routine, so everything is the same. They need to know what to expect, and to make all of that run smoothly, you have to be very organized. So the second is the quality of your work. They're going to give you a little bit here and there, but you have to make sure your polish stays on, especially during manicure services, regular manicure services, gel manicure services, because it's easy to make polish stay on. Acrylic nails, and you have to make sure that their acrylic nails do not lift. So even if your shape isn't absolutely perfect of the acrylic nail, or your free edge might be a little misshapen, they're still going to give you another chance. They're going to come back because they look good and they didn't lift. So they're going to go, you know, this girl's a little bit new and she's learning, but we're gonna give her another chance. A fair price. You cannot nickel and dime people together. You need to have one price. This is my fill price. You schedule them for a certain amount of time, and everything should be included. You cannot charge more for shortening the nails. It is not more work. It does not take extra time. You schedule 45 minutes for a client fill, and when they come in, you should be able to fill, shape, shorten, polish, everything in 45 minutes. So you need to figure out what your 45 minutes of time is worth. And if you finish a little bit early, great. You can take a break, you can, eat a little something, but you need to know what you're making that day, and your fill price should be one price. And you need to give a little extra every now and then. When time allows, you can give a little mini hand massage, or you can give a little nail art on one nail, and they're going to think, wow, this girl went the extra mile, I'm going to give her another chance. The second category that they are judging you on is your personal image. Do you look professional? You're going to build a clientele that you relate to and they relate to you. So you want to be yourself. You don't want to fake it because you're going to build your foundation on a farce. You want to be true to you. You want to build a clientele that appreciates their nails, so you better be wearing them too. If it's not important to you, why should it be important to them? You don't want transient people who are only coming in every couple of weeks, or every couple of months. They get a full set once, then they let them grow off, peel them off, then they come back again. You want regular clients filling those slots in your day. You need to maintain a professional appearance so you look credible. You need to look like you know what you're doing. It's very important. Some of you might think, oh, it's not a big deal if I go to work, no makeup, my hair up in a bun. You look like you put no effort into it. Why should the client invest their time when you haven't invested anything into them? You're going to spend a whole day in the salon. It's the beauty industry. You should look the part. You need to work on your people skills. You need to know how to relate to people, if somebody's having a bad day, how to comfort them. If somebody is down, you need to try to lift them up. You need to work on, my husband calls it, your bullshit skills. And he always tells me I need better bullshit, but you'll work on it. You'll get the hang of it. You need to have a friendly and caring personality. When a client is in your chair, it is all about them. It is not about you. So don't be whining about how terrible of a morning you had with your children, or how, something awful happened. And now if it comes up in conversation, when you're having a conversation with them about them, you can share it. But a person doesn't want to sit in front of you and listen to you bitch and moan all day. So don't do it. You won't build a clientele very quickly. You might not build a clientele at all. You may, be constantly having to look for walk-ins, or, trying to get people to refer you, because you're scaring those people away with all of your drama. People don't want drama. You gotta cut out the drama. And you want to attract reliable clients, so you have to be reliable. You cannot call in sick to work all the time. You cannot reschedule those people's appointments. If that client gets a phone call and says, oh, she's sick again and needs to reschedule your appointment again, she's just going to find another salon, because doesn't think that you're reliable. So you have to be there. You have to be there for them. And the third thing that clients are judging you on is the salon image. And a few things that encompass the salon image is it easy to get to? Is it in a good part of town? Is it convenient? Not a lot of traffic? Is there good parking? This all revolves around the timing. They aren't going to take 2.5 hours out of their day if it's a pain in the ass to get to the salon that you're working at. They'll find something that is just more convenient. People have very busy lives, and they just don't want to be bothered with all of that stuff that gets in the way of them getting there. They want to come to the salon and be happy and feel good. They don't want to be stressed out because they had to go through tons of traffic and then couldn't find a parking place. So keep that in mind when you're looking for a salon to work at. Another part of the salon image is that you need to be professional. You need to get along with your coworkers. You shouldn't be in competition with your coworkers. You should be impressing the person in front of you. It doesn't matter what anybody else is doing all around you. It doesn't matter. The person in front of you is the most important. So don't talk shit behind people's backs about what somebody did or how they did it or anything like that, because it's going to reflect badly in the client's eyes. Don't do it. So I'm just going to recap a little bit, and then I'm going to talk to you about a few things that can end your career very quickly and that you should not do. And if you're doing them now, you need to start adjusting that behavior. So the bottom line is that clients have to like you. You have to be a likable person. You have to be nice. You can't be a prima donna. You can't be a negative Nelly. You can't be self-centered. It is not about you. It is about the client. We are in the business of serving the public. You are a public servant in addition to being a nail technician, and you need to play that role. You need to take a look at yourself, take a look at the list that we just went over, and make sure that you are meeting all of the needs of the clients that are in your chair. And if you figure out all of these little areas, you're going to have a winning combination, and you're going to build your clientele very quickly. But what can end your career very quickly is having a bad attitude. So let's talk about what never to do. Never talk negatively about somebody else's work. When someone comes in from another salon and you're thinking to yourself, whoa, this isn't the greatest, you don't need to share that. Just fix it. They know it's not the greatest, or they wouldn't be looking for another nail technician. They don't need to be reminded of it. So just be professional and do their nails. Don't talk negatively about products that you don't like either. They might like them, and it's going to just throw up a divider where they're going to feel like they don't have something in common. So don't talk negatively even about products. Don't talk negatively about your coworkers. Don't talk negatively about your boss. If you don't respect the people that you work with, to the client, it's going to reflect poorly, then they aren't going to respect you. Don't bitch about your personal life. Like I said, you can share things coming up in conversation, especially after you get to know somebody for a while, but They aren't here to listen to your problems. It is all about them. Don't run behind. Clients' time is very valuable. Stay organized, be on time. But if they're a few minutes late, don't act annoyed. Life happens. You know, it happens to everybody. And there are ways to catch up if somebody's a few minutes late. You can ask somebody to help you take off their polish. You can ask them to, you can ask a coworker to polish someone. And if they're super, super, super late, you can still probably get the acrylic on their nails or do a little something, and they might have to polish their nails at home. But never, ever turn a client away. It doesn't matter. I mean, unless they're 25 minutes late for a 30-minute service, of course you can't do it, and they know that. But if somebody's 10 minutes late or 15 minutes late, there is a way to make it happen. So just make it happen. Don't be late to work, and try not to call in sick unless you are really sick, because like I said, clients want to know you're reliable and that they can depend on you. So in the description, I'll put a little recap of things so you can write things down. I hope you guys learned a lot today. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and all of that stuff. I hope you have the best success in building a clientele very quickly, and everybody have a great day. Thanks.